They say the Earth is flat, that NASA faked the moon landing, that a secret cabal of lizard people runs the planet. It would be funny if millions didn't actually believe it. And they do. Every poll shows it. Roughly 1 in 3 adults believes at least one major conspiracy theory. That means if you're in a room of 10 people, 3 think reality is lying to them. This isn't fringe anymore, it's mainstream madness. But it didn't come out of nowhere. Because when you strip away the memes and the madness, conspiracy thinking isn't about stupidity. It's about fear. Fear that the world isn't fair. Fear that someone else is pulling the strings. Fear that you're being lied to, and the truth is locked behind closed doors. That fear is powerful and it's profitable. This is Deep Dives, because context is everything. The pattern machine. The human brain is a pattern machine. We're wired to connect dots, even when there aren't any. Michael Shermer once wrote that the same instincts that helped our ancestors spot predators in the dark now make us see invisible conspiracies in the headlines. It's a feature of evolution, not a bug. Our ancestors survived because they assumed danger existed. The problem is, now that the rustle in the bushes is the 24-hour news cycle, that instinct goes haywire. So we start linking everything. Bill Gates funds vaccines. Must be a plan. A rocket explodes. NASA must be hiding something. A celebrity dies suddenly. The Illuminati did it. We connect what feels connected, not what is. Shermer called it patternicity, and it's the foundation of every modern conspiracy theory. The desire to make chaos make sense. Because chaos is terrifying. What's the comfort of the lie? You'd think people believe conspiracies because they can't handle truth. But really, it's the opposite. The truth is boring. It's messy, random. No mastermind, no puppet strings. Just systems, accidents, incompetence, and probability. And people hate that. Joseph Ushinsky found that conspiracy belief spikes when people feel powerless, when governments fail, when economies collapse, when trust in media disappears. In those moments, we crave control. And what's more comforting than believing that anyone is in charge? That's why even the most absurd conspiracies have traction. Flat Earth isn't just bad science, it's existential therapy. Because if you can't trust the government, at least you can trust yourself and your YouTube research. Believing you know a secret truth makes you special. And in a world that constantly makes us feel small, that feeling is addictive. Tribal truths. Conspiracy theories don't survive because they're convincing. They survive because they create tribes. Once you're inside the group, belief isn't about evidence anymore. It's about loyalty. Doubt becomes betrayal. And anyone who questions the story becomes part of the system. That's why arguing facts almost never works. You can show a flat earther satellite photos, lunar data, the curvature of the planet itself, and they'll still find a way to reject it. Because admitting you're wrong doesn't just mean losing an argument. It means losing an identity. Social media supercharges that identity. Algorithms don't care about truth. They care about engagement. They feed you more of what keeps you scrolling, and outrage is the best fuel there is. So the moment you click a flat earth proof video, the machine decides that's who you are, and it will build you a digital church to worship in. And the longer you stay, the more radical it gets. Because moderate content doesn't hold attention. Extremes do. The politics of paranoia. Here's the truth no one likes to admit. Conspiracy theories are bipartisan. Liberals, conservatives, libertarians, it doesn't matter. Both sides have their monsters. The left sees corporations poisoning the world. The right sees governments plotting global control. Different villains, same psychology. Ushinsky's research makes it clear. Belief isn't about ideology, it's about distrust. The moment people feel the system doesn't serve them, they assume it's rigged against them. And sometimes they're right. Governments do lie, corporations do collude, power does corrupt. But the difference between skepticism and paranoia is evidence. Skepticism asks questions. Paranoia invents answers. The conspiracy mindset doesn't just look for corruption, it needs it to exist. Because without the enemy, the story collapses. And once your identity depends on fighting shadows, you'll never admit daylight exists. When doubt becomes a drug. Conspiracy thinking is addictive. Not metaphorically, neurologically. Every time you expose a lie, your brain gets a hit of dopamine. It feels like victory, like enlightenment. And social media turns that into currency. Post a wild claim, get likes. Argue with the sheeple, get validation. You're the hero in your own revolution. It's the same chemical cycle as gambling: risk, reward, repeat. And soon you're trapped in a loop of constant suspicion. Everyone's lying, everyone's corrupt. You can't even trust your own friends because what if they don't see it? That's not enlightenment. That's addiction disguised as awakening. The real conspiracy. Here's the twist. There is a conspiracy, but it's not the one they think. It's the oldest one in history. A system built on fear, profit, and attention. Media companies want clicks. Politicians want loyalty. Influencers want followers. And conspiracy theories deliver all three. They keep people angry, divided, and distracted. Every argument in a comment section, every proof video, every shouting match about the shape of the planet, that's engagement. That's revenue. The conspiracy industry is now worth billions. It's not about hiding the truth. It's about monetizing confusion. And the irony. The people screaming, "Wake up," are often the ones most asleep, dreaming inside someone else's algorithm. The cost of belief. Belief isn't harmless. It kills. Anti-vaccine conspiracies have cost lives. QAnon tore families apart and inspired violence. Even Flat Earth, as absurd as it sounds, fuels a broader distrust in science that bleeds into everything, from climate change denial to election fraud claims. Believing you're fighting corruption feels noble. But when your crusade is built on fiction, you become the chaos you claim to expose. That's the real tragedy. Most conspiracy believers aren't evil. They're scared. They've been failed by systems that promised truth and delivered spin. So they went looking for answers and found influencers selling certainty instead. What we can do. You can't fact-check your way out of fear, but you can teach context. You can show people how manipulation works, who profits, who gains, who wants them angry. Because the antidote to conspiracy thinking isn't censorship, it's education. Not the classroom kind, the human kind. Critical thinking, media literacy, humility. The moment we admit that we are vulnerable to lies, the spell breaks. Conspiracy theories are mirrors, not windows. They don't show us a secret world. They show us our own insecurities, our fears, our need for meaning. And until we face that, we'll keep falling for every story that promises to make sense of the chaos. So the next time someone tells you the earth is flat, don't argue. Ask them why that idea feels good. Because truth doesn't need comfort. But lies always do. This was Deep Dives. Because context is everything.